Alrighty, hello there everyone, comrades included. Today we have a special treat for you today, and that is the 1.82 Minecraft update for the Xbox 360. If you look directly in front of me, you will see that is a village. There's some wheat growing out there, and that's just one of the many features that have been added with this update. I believe there are also strongholds, which I have not run across, at least not in this world. And this does not, if you're familiar with my other two worlds, the one for the world of Quaz and my original video that just showcased my startup world, I haven't found any in those either, but apparently dungeons are supposed to be more, there's supposed to be more dungeons, I guess. They're supposed to be not as rare. Amongst other things, there are a couple new... From what I heard, there's also clay. Clay is more easily obtainable since it now is spawning under the ocean along with sand, gravel, and dirt. Now, let's just, without further ado, go along to some of the other updates. Right here, this is a glass pane. It's like a... It's a much more thin piece of glass. Like, this is just how one looks if it's by itself, but if you put other ones in there, it'll become a flat sheet, or you can make like a four-way thing for a clear four-way wall. So if you're making like a maze map and you just turn off everyone's ability to mine, that'll be a cool way to see where everyone is, just to give everyone a heads up. Moving on, we have the cobweb. This, from what I heard, is in dungeons and holds and mines. That was the other thing. Mines will have new mobs such as the cave spider and I believe the Spider Rider, I think that's what it's called. But these will be very, very plentiful from what I heard in the holds and mines. Moving on, this might look like a pumpkin to some, but it's actually a melon. It's a new type of food, and I'll be talking more about this one later. Same with the pumpkin, that was just there because it's related to the melon. This is a sponge. Actually, let me get this. That is a sponge by itself. Now, from what I understand, you cannot get these in just like regular old adventure, or not adventure mode, regular old survival mode. I'm not sure why. They don't seem to serve any other purpose besides just being a decorative block. Maybe there is some other purpose, like they boost health or something. I have no idea. But if you figure it out, or if you know, can you leave a comment in the section below? That would really help out. And next here, it is not just an iron block. It is also this is mainly what I want to talk to you about. This hold on, let me check something. Alright, that was also one of the new features added in there, is flying. And this vines are like a natural version of ladder, but since it's only got one block, you can't really go up it. But vines, you can use that for a tree house, or if you have a jungle biome, these spawn naturally on trees like those over there. You can kind of see them hanging down. And moving on, I am almost certain that these did not exist before, because you had the regular old cobblestone stairs, you had the wooden stairs, and I think there was one other, sandstone stairs, I think, maybe something like that. But these are new ones. Actually, I think these were already in there, but like I said, with clay being more plentiful, you can now make more clay, which can make bricks, which makes these more obtainable. And these are just the smooth stone version of the stone version. And this, I think, is cracked smooth stone. I'm not sure. I think it just looks like a retexture of the old cobblestone, but I'm not sure. And this is the iron, what's it called? Iron bars. And these are kind of like a souped up version of fences, since these won't catch on fire, so you can... I think they're also stronger, like blast radius wise, so if you have it a little further away and a creeper blows up, it won't be damaged as much as a wooden fence would. And that's pretty much it for blocks that I can name off the top of my head. And also in my inventory, you can see stuff like, here's the mossy smooth stone. I'm not quite sure how you make that outside of creative mode. I'll have to look that up. But here's also some slabs, like I said. These will be good for since you can now make clay. And most of you will notice that, hey, you're breaking everything with one hit. That is also part of this update. It is probably the main thing most people wanted out of this update, was the creative mode. It allows you to make all sorts of amazing stuff. You have pretty much unlimited blocks. You can fly. You can like super speed fly. See, there's a village there. All these cool new... Well, this is a cool new world. But this is what my first thing in my world was a giant mansion. I haven't furnished out the inside yet, but the outside is pretty good. Except... for that. Now we're fixed. But yeah, so this is that was the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to show you for this one. But there's also quite a few other things. Back when I said I would, this is the, should probably mention this. This is the area where you get all of your blocks. Now, when I first started creative mode, for some reason, it would not allow me to go up in here. But just like exiting out and then exiting back in to my second time, it let me work everything fine. So now you can just, boom, you want some bedrock, you want some netherrack, you want some soul sand. That is all readily available. Make something indestructible so that way you can make adventure maps. You make a maze for your friends that they really won't be able to fuck up. If you have a rare mineral in your world that you just can't find enough of, that works out great for that, because every single item in the game is on these lists. Even if you can craft it, even if you never even, like, you can never pick it up otherwise. Dead bush, tall grass, all this good stuff. You can't pick it up otherwise, boom, right there. You can't find a certain type of wool you need, you pick it right up here. Light gray, gray, all that stuff. You come in here, all your redstone gadgets are right here. And all your seeds and such. Brick, I'm not sure why brick is here, but regardless. Go here, here's the foods, which I'll be talking about in a little bit. Here's all your armors and your tools and stuff. And here's buckets of stuff. You have milk if you want to cure your poison. All your stuff here, slime balls if you need them. Although you could just go for your regular old sticky piston, wherever that is. Yeah, right around here. And also here. This is what main part I wanted to show you. I was really happy with this. Now you can charge up your bow, so you can get a further shot. Oh, that was my only arrow. That was a bad part of mine. But now you can just, okay, so you only want to shoot that far, you can only shoot that far. You want to go this far, you pull all the way back, draw the string, and you're good. Now this over here is the Ender Pearl, and that comes from the new mob, the Enderman. As of right now, I don't think it serves any purpose, because I haven't seen anything in the crafting bench or in creative mode to suggest it does. But I know in later updates, these actually become a very large part of what you need to get into the third world. Because you have this world right here, which is just the regular old Earth world. Then you have the Nether, which is that kind of hellish, evil place with the netherrack and everything's on fire and the pigs are men and it's all sorts of nice stuff. And these actually lead you to the third world. I think that was implanted in the game by Mojang, or not Mojang, but 4J, not 4J, god damn it, Notch, whatever. Whoever made this game, it was the third world they made. And the end has got just Enderman and the Ender Dragon, which is the first boss they have ever made in the game, like the first real boss. And I heard it's a bitch to take out, so have fun with that when you're playing on this. And there's not much else to do with those, but let me just move these up here. Show you this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these are the things I wanted to show you about, because this is a raw beef, which is a new type of food, and when you cook it, it becomes steak. Same with your chicken, you get cooked chicken. Now this, some of you may think, oh, what's this? This is actually zombie flesh, which you can eat, and it will restore your hunger bar in survival mode, but it also has a chance to poison you. That's why I said you might want to stock up on milk if you have nothing else, or if you want to make it a little bit challenging for yourself, just get milk and zombie flesh, because you do have a chance to get poisoned, but the milk will instantly heal you. And this over here is melon. This was part of that new, what's it called? The new fruit I mentioned earlier, the melon. And I'll go down here. Now, over here, I have some of the newer stuff. Apples are much more plentiful when they fall from trees. You also get the 2 new seeds, along with your regular old generic seeds for wheat. You get melon seeds and pumpkin seeds. I believe I'm not quite sure how to get those. I know a melon, I think you can just deconstruct it like a gold block into gold bars. I think you can deconstruct a melon into melon seeds. But there's not too much else in this update. I mean, it's a pretty hefty update. But as some of you might have noticed while I was floating around, my little guy in the right-hand corner, he had some weird armor on. That is because there's a creative mode only armor called chainmail armor. I'm not quite sure how strong it is since I haven't tested it out yet, but apparently it's pretty good. It also just looks kind of cool. I mean, it looks like a giant checkerboard if you're wearing the tuxedo mask. Tuxedo mask is tuxedo, so shout out to Ray. But I've also just, creative mode, it lets people who normally wouldn't be attracted to the game, they're like, oh, because I have to mine everything and do all this stuff. Now you really don't need to do that. You can just, boom, you want a creative mode, just throw it out there. These are some of the glass panes I mentioned earlier. overlooking the moonset, or whatever the hell it is, moonrise. Made some fountains, just this checkerboard pattern. It's all really, I don't know, it'll bring in a wider audience, I think, to have the ability to just fuck with whatever you want. And I wanted to kind of do this video near Halloween, just to, I don't know, keep to the schedule more. But then I realized that my weeks were off. So yeah, this video will come out this week, and I will be putting up one next week as sort of a Halloween-y type thing. I'm not sure if it'll be in this world or not, but like the thing for updates is I've got 3 worlds that I mainly go in, and it's kind of be hard for me to choose which one I want to film, because the World of Quaz will be my main one for filming, but for when updates come around, I'm probably gonna stick more to, I don't know, this one I named Justin, just to test out what the siege was like, which didn't disappoint. There's like 4 or 5 what are they called, towns, I think. But I don't know, just thinking ahead here, I'm probably gonna do mostly World of Quaz. I might show you some stuff in my original world, which was Earth 14, which I just kind of have like a stockpile of shit. Like I have tons of everything, so that'll be a good way to show like achievement videos or how to make video. And I think I'll just switch on and off with those for a while. Oh, also one more feature. You see this duck? Or chicken? Whatever the hell it is. Looks like I'll call it a dickin. Okay, so if you find a dickin and you have a, what's it called? You have a flint and steel, or a flint and tinder for those of you in the UK. You can just take that. You gotta get up this chicken. Surround it with fire. And see now, and the AI are actually much more, what are they called? They move around a lot more. But see, it gives you cooked chicken. Same for cows. You light a cow on fire, it'll immediately drop you some steak, and you don't have to go through that long, arduous process of cooking. It's always done that for pork, but I just thought a little mention wouldn't help, or wouldn't hurt to have. So other than that, oh god, I think I lit the town on fire again. And okay, so crisis averted. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do this for every update that comes out, just to give everyone a general consensus about what's going on, what's been added. So if someone's like on the fence about whether or not to get this game, although you shouldn't because it's freaking awesome. But so if you're on the fence, just watch these videos, figure out what the game's about, try to find creative ways to use it, because I think Redstone, now that they've implemented a lot more stuff, will be more fun to play with. So for now, this is Steelhawk Games, Jay signing out. Peace off, comrades.